Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the cocktail show from Eat Local New York. I'm Anthony Tringale. Today I'm making a sidecar. I'm going to be honest with you, I've never had cognac before. Actually, this is probably the wrong glass for it, but we're going to try it very quickly. Thanks to our friends at Pascal's Liquors, who have graciously sponsored our cocktail videos and provided most of the spirits that you're seeing in all of our videos, especially this cool glass that's meant for tasting bourbon. Yeah, better than I thought. All right, so that's cognac. I'm making the sidecar. Why? Well, I don't have a reason why. I'm not going to talk about the history of it. We're going to make the drink. I've seen a lot of different recipes out there for the sidecar, a lot of different variations. Some of the more purist of YouTube cocktail makers that I've come across have been bashing the traditional recipe of the sidecar. I don't know why, but they're making a very different version. And the version I'm making today is one from Serious Eats. Why am I choosing this one? Well, I have Googled the sidecar recipe, watched videos, read blogs, and most of them are different. A lot of them are different. I'm going with Serious Eats because when it comes to food, I trust Serious Eats more. And so we're going to try it. I'm sure in the future I'll make other versions of it. I don't even know if you care. But today we're making Serious Eats version of the sidecar. My family grew up vacationing in Skinny Atlas. We rented a place for years. When I was a kid and we lived in Kentucky, we always spent our summers in Skinny Atlas. My grandparents rented a camp out there, or kind of like a condo, and so we would always go up to Skinny Atlas for a couple weeks a year, or a week or two a year, and vacation there. I'm really close with my brothers now, but growing up, there was such an age difference between us that we didn't get along. Like, when I say growing up, I mean up until the point I was like 16 or 17. So when I was a kid, we did not get along whatsoever. And we were on vacation at Skinny Atlas. We stayed at this place. The place we stayed at was a little over half a mile down the lake. Friends of ours, we rented the place from friends of ours, but it was like 5 different big condos all put together on this one. They had basically the whole point. So we were vacationing out there. I loved fishing. I hated touching fish. I loved fishing. So my 2 brothers were out on like a little rowboat, and I decided to go out fishing off the dock by myself without a life jacket on. And I think I was like 7 or 8 or maybe 9 years old at the time. I was not supposed to do that. My parents were not there. My parents were like in Auburn or something. All right, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. So there I am standing on the dock. I'm kind of pestering my brothers. I think my lure kept getting stuck on the rocks, whatever. All right, this is 1 ounce of orange liqueur. This is Cointreau that I picked up this morning, actually, at Pascal's. So, anyways, I'm there fishing, annoying my brothers. They're close by, rowing in their boat, and I think they were fishing. Maybe, I don't know. All right, now we go 2 ounces of cognac. I'm going to do a little splash because I was a little short on my 2 ounces. So there I am fishing. Now, keep in mind, for some reason, I had a spinner lure, and it was a treble hook, meaning there's 3 hooks. I forget who gave that to me, but that's actually friends down the other camp had given it to me. Anyways, that's the lure that I was using. I was too young to be using a lure that big. So I'm using that lure. I'm fishing. I'm not catching anything. I don't even think I really knew how to use that lure. I didn't. I was like 7. But there I am fishing. See that splash? There I am fishing. I'm being annoying to my brothers. They're being annoying to me. Anyways, I go to cast up the dock. I get this big cast back. I think it's going to go real far, and I throw it. And the lure gets stuck in my back, right underneath my shoulder blade. And yeah, it wasn't fun. So when I threw it, it like, I mean, it got stuck in there pretty good. I immediately started freaking out, as my memory serves me correctly, and panicking, screaming, crying for my brothers. It was not a funny sight. There's my glass. This is the wrong glass. I know this. We've talked about it before when I did Manhattan. Wrong glass for this drink, but it's the closest thing I have, and it's what I'm using. All right, now I'm going to shake. And now we're going to double strain. So, hook gets lodged in my shoulder blade. My brothers came in, but I'm pretty sure they were laughing at me. My sister was there, but she wasn't old enough to drive, I don't think, yet. My sister's 10 years older than me. So, nor did she like have a car or anything like that. So from what I remember, my brothers come in, they kind of start laughing, but also sort of panicking. My sister comes out, our friends who live next door come out, and my grandfather comes out. All right, little orange disc. My grandfather comes out, who's like in his 80s. He comes out with a pair of needle nose pliers and a magnifying glass and takes a look at it and says, oh, there's 3 hooks, never mind, and goes back inside to watch the AMC network. Another older gentleman that was a neighbor and friend of ours gave me a piece of candy. The people that we rented the camp from, the wife takes me and my sister, throws us in the back of her pickup truck and starts flying. I mean, driving like a bat out of hell towards Auburn to like the emergency room or whatever. I think they were trying to call. I think there was like, I don't think cell phones were a thing. So it must have been like a car phone or something. But somehow they passed my parents, flag them down. They pull up to the side of the road. I get in my parents' car. My parents take me to the emergency room in Auburn. They take it out, take the hook out with the pliers, and give me a tetanus shot and gave me the lure to keep as a keepsake. And that was it. That was the time that I went fishing and caught my shoulder blade. The Sidecar. What do I think of this? Reminds me of a whiskey sour. You know, I don't know if it's the recipe. I don't know if it's just the drink itself. It's got a more velvety texture, sort of like the bourbon sour that I make with the egg white. It kind of has a little bit of that on top, even though there's no egg white in here. Fine drink. I would order this. I don't know, but for me, maybe I would order it like, depending on what I'm having for dinner, I might have it as like an after dinner drink. I don't know. It's good though. I like it. The Sidecar. Wrong glass, good drink, great cognac. And make it at home or order it next time you go out to eat. Big shout out to Barfly by Mercer for hooking us up with all this awesome mixology gear. I'm going to put links in the bios for you to check everything out. And also a huge shout out to our friends over at Pascal's Liquors for providing the cognac and Cointreau for this drink. Really can't say enough things about them. Pascal's, check them out. They're in Liverpool. They're in Fayetteville. You can go online, order. They ship to 13 different states in the country, so you don't have to be here in New York. Yeah, wonderful people, great selection. Got to check them out. Thanks, everybody.